We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action. Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmons. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Play action, now it's Daniels. Zacharias has it complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Daniels looking to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Falcons, nothing. Gain to kick off for Washington.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. couple yards shy of the 30.
The Falcons take over.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Looking to put a drive together. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Full left side, complete to McCloud. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. They'll throw with Penix. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. When you look at this defense, they come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10th spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Looking to throw, Penix. Here's a screen for Robinson. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try to get us ahead and try to keep us ahead.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There's a hush indeed. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts them down in the line to their opponents.
So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback for the next couple of plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk-reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game, but you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
You got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimal level.
To kick off for Washington.
the touchdown. Here's Gay to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have the game here followed to the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And looking to throw, Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at the first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to 41. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? When they saw him receive on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14 to 3. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good look at the end of that.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Throwing now is Daniels. Got a man, it's Brown. Down the right sideline. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Noah Brown, 59 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner?
It's picked up a long ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
There's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, that's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Right, exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax.
Bad move. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does.
Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as hits an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Here's Penix. And this one's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're able to complete this with the McLeod. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Penix. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Going to be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
For the Falcons field goal.
Curry knocks this one through the post. And that will close the gap down to 14. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Daniels. Off the screen pass. That's complete. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up the 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
To the air goes Daniels. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Agnew now to return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
That's out wide for Robinson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, to be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The Falcons had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they moved back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll go play action here with Penix. It's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It was Deron Payne who got in there to make the play.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
To the air, Penix. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run it Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are back within a score. True able to connect on the extra point. And they'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Daniels. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
They go play action. Daniels. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13 yards there on a Washington first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
As he throws there, incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Daniels looking to throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he gets this to the 3rd and 5. Good for a gain of 5.
A gain of 6 yards.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
To throw is Daniels. Finding Ertz again. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Daniels going to throw for it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Again, he'll drop the throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
18-yard line.
2nd and a couple. They'll look to throw again. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. the gun. They'll try to run it. And a minuscule gain, maybe a yard for the 6 to the 5. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing now is Daniels. And that'll be incomplete. Had a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Looking for the play, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin. Touchdown,
A great
Washington.
play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. And Gay knocks this one through. So the long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle, as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Falcons first down.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Well, this will be caught by Mooney. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
Gay now set to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
2nd and 10. They're looking to throw. Penix. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works him past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Penix. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun. And he's on here to pick up a bait. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half. He's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 2. With another carry. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Ties the game.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd.
Pinion set to kick off.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in time the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
2nd down and 4. Here's Daniels. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's going to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives going forward.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Looking to throw, Penix. Into the hands of London. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
16 yards. That's another Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now Penix. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to it before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of the play, but it looked like it was in trouble.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. They'll throw with Penix. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? He's got his man London right side. Touchdown Falcons! Drake London, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time to move out in front. They're able to connect on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. Interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Off the play fake, Daniels. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To the air goes Daniels. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down at the 21-22.
Gain of 9 yards. First down, Commanders.
Running on first down, Eckler. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Zach Ertz from 10 yards out. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
That's a 35-yard line.
That's a moment that keep me alive. I created history, it made me alive. We dropped it this million in box. We call it toxic, but they go to top. Took her out of fight because I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when they decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll run this one over Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Penix working out of the gun here. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
The drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for them, too.
They'll go play action here with Penix. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And in the second half of a tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Handoff now to Robinson. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started.
If they get nothing else here on third down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. To the air, Penix. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 35 yards. And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And good coverage there on special teams as they get him down shy of the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Middle of the field, he's got McCoy. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Gun, Eckler running it. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Quick slant to Brown. And he's going to have the Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Now Daniels. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
To throw is Daniels. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Anderson. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, don't you? I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go down with the lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
We'll try a little trickery here on the end around. ball and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. True knocks this one through the post. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow give the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here's 1st and 10. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Daniels looking to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Hughes. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
You got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Falcons, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well.